Hey everyone, good evening. Happy Thursday. Let me turn this music off. Hope everyone had a good day. I was having a good evening. Like I said, I won't be very long. I just wanted to share a few things with you guys. I normally don't get to into my private or things that are happening in my private personal life, if you will. Not so much, but I just wanted to share a few things. I keep a lot of things to myself, but I just felt the need to share some things that have been going on within my life. Some things health wise that have been going on that I've been keeping under wraps, not because I'm ashamed, but because kind of nervous, kind of scared. So I went to the doctor in August, the beginning part of August, and of course they do tests and everything. So I was referred to a nephrologist. If you're not familiar with that, that is a kidney specialist. They specialize in kidneys, different um, areas of the kidneys, um, if you will. And it frightened me at first because like I said, I didn't know um, what was going on with my body. Um, and it kind of um, sent me on I was just like on a tailspin. I was just like trying to figure out, I was looking up different things. I was Googling different things. I was trying to, um, just figure out what that meant, what was going on. Um, and I remember the first person I contacted was my niece, um, only because she's dealing with kidney issues. She's on dialysis. She did have a kidney transplant 7 years ago, but now that kidney failed, so now she's back to being you know, needing a kidney. And so, you know, I like I said, I was really, really scared because I didn't know um, what was going on with my body. And, coming from someone who's dealing with this, kind of really just enlightened me, opened my eyes, if you will, to what could be going on with my body, with my kidneys. So, like I said, I was referred to a specialist, a nephrologist, which I don't go to that appointment until next week. And I am a little nervous. I am a little, what could be going on? What could be going on with my kidneys? So yeah, and I did make, and I am making some drastic, well, not drastic because it's said that you shouldn't make any drastic uh, turns or changes with your diet, because when you do go for your appointment and they do the test and everything, it may come back abnormal. It may not read as it should, so you may not get a proper diagnosis. Um, so so yeah, there are a lot of things that I did or I have changed. For one, it's been what is this, November? Yes, it's been 2 months. I haven't had any soda, which is big. Um, I wasn't drinking a whole lot, but I was drinking it um, enough. So I'm wondering, can anyone hear me? If there's anyone in here. So yeah, I cut out soda. That's one thing. I'm drinking more water um, because I don't want to, be dehydrated. That's something that you have to watch out for too. So um, I did that. I don't eat fast food. Um, I wasn't really big on fast food per se, eating it all the time. I was mostly, I just ate it if, you know, I was out and just didn't, you know, just wanted something quick, you know. Um, so yeah, I've, made the decision to take some things out of my diet, incorporate some things in my diet, things that I didn't used to like or I wasn't a big fan of. Um, so yeah, I've been on this journey. Um, Whatever the results are, I just want to be, I want to be healthier. You know, I've incorporated more exercise, whether it be here at home or at the gym. Um, just things like that to kind of um, turn this around because I do believe it can be turned around. I believe that whatever it is that's going on, it can be fixed, it can be worked out. I'm not claiming anything bad. But like I said, when I first was told that I need to see a specialist, I did kind of wreck my brain. I was kind of um, not sure which direction to go. It scared me. It woke me up. The saying "stay woke." It woke me up. It brought me a better understanding. Taking my health seriously. More serious. Hey, Sincere Rose, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So yes, it kind of. I hope if you can hear me, can you put a 1 in the chat, please? But yeah, it woke me up. It kind of it scared me. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that I had to make. I've been, the mindset. I had to make changes. But when you're like, thank you. When you're caring for other people, when you're, you kind of forget about yourself. You come last. With when you're trying to, especially when you're working a full-time job and you're also taking care of your family. You know, um, it's kind of hard because I took care of my mom for some time before she passed, and then another relative, and it's just like I just kind of like blanked out. I forgot to take care of me, and I just turned 50 in September, and I'm not getting any younger. My body is not gonna get any younger. Our bodies or our temples, we have to take care of them, while we can. Um, so yeah, I am on this journey, um, you know, trying to get healthier. I'm not saying that I want to be a vegan. Yes, 50. I'm not saying I want to be a vegan. Not even a vegetarian. I just want to eat clean. I don't yes, I don't eat pork. And I love bacon, but I haven't had pork in a while. And like I said, I've been incorporating different things. Like I didn't, we can't pour from it. Exactly. I didn't used to like oatmeal at all, at all. You know, um, I've tried it and everyone was saying, well, just tweak it a little bit, put different things in it, tried it like that. I didn't like it. I think it was the texture. But now I've brought myself to eat oatmeal, you know, not the prepackaged ones because the prepackaged ones they have a lot of sodium, and I'm trying to stay away from so much sodium. I don't cook with salt, um, and high blood pressure or hypertension does run in my family. My mother suffered from it. Um, I too suffer from it. My sister, I have another sister. I don't think she is in that category where she suffers from hypertension. But yeah, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I drink wine and everything, but I just don't like the taste of alcohol. I don't like the taste of it. So, and I don't like how it makes me feel. So I don't mess with that. Not to knock anybody who does. That's just me. You know, I'm putting a lot of effort into watching what goes into my food. You know, I cook more at home when I feel like it. I mean, like I said, I haven't made a drastic change, but I have um, took away some things and put some things in, if that makes sense. To stay, um, to get healthy. Um, I don't want to like jinx myself and when I go to this appointment, but I do believe in God, and I know that whatever is going on, He already knows. It's already worked out. You know, but my thing is I have to do better. I can't expect for things to be right if I'm not doing right myself. Like I said, I've incorporated more movement, exercising, whether it be at the gym or at home. You know, just keep moving. Just to keep myself moving. You know, and like I said, I don't eat a whole lot of sweets. I'll have something sweet here and there, but it's not like I have to have it. And Thanksgiving is coming up, and I'm wondering if I'll be able to resist temptation when it comes to different pies, cakes, all that. And I think I will be, because if I can go to the grocery store and I walk down the soda pop aisle, the soda aisle, and I don't even want it, I don't even crave it, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be able to resist the temptation, you know, um, you know, to pile my plate up and to be like, oh, I want to take a to go plate, because hey, we all know that some of us like to, take our plates to go. We don't want to stick around for all the events. We want to eat one plate, pack a plate to go, so we'll have leftovers for the next 3 or 4 days. Oh, however. So yeah, I am doing my homework. I am trying to be um, healthier. I am trying to do right. I'm on this journey to better myself, and my health, because like I said, we only live once. This is our only bodies. We have to, you know, take care of them, while we can. And I'm not preaching to anyone. I'm just saying, for me and for everything that I'm dealing with, I have to be um, I have to be on it. I can't slack. I have to be on it. And irregardless of whatever the results are, I know that moving forward, I have to do better. You know, I don't want to go through this journey and then relapse and it all be for nothing. I have to keep this up. Irregardless of what the results are. And I'm not claiming anything bad. I just am, trying to lead a more healthy, active life. Um, my age is no excuse. I can get out there and do my walking. I can do my things in the gym. The treadmill, the bike. I can do squats. I can do all those things. And I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep at it. When these results come out, I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm gonna keep doing what I need to do, the things that I need to do. You know, I need to continue. Like, I'm not gonna say, how could I say it? I do have stressful events, as most of us have stressful events in our lives, but that's not good. We need to let that stress go, regardless of what it is, because stress plays a big part in our health. You know, um, we could say that stress doesn't cause, but stress does cause, health problems, and I'm figuring that out. All these years, I've I witnessed it with my mom. Stress caused her um, a lot of health issues, a lot of health issues, you know. Hey, cowgirl, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Happy Thursday. Yeah, so I want to be healthier. I want to get my rest. I just want to, I've been given a second chance, and I want to live up to it. I want to do better. Like I said, now I'm woke. I'm not napping anymore. I'm woke. I know the situation. I know what can happen. I know the kidneys are nothing to play with at all, at all. I was diagnosed as being pre-diabetic, and I've been doing my research that could have something to do with it. That could play a part with your kidneys. Um, Having high blood pressure, that can play a part in it. And just like I said, I don't drink or smoke, so I'm okay on that end. But I just urge everyone to fully understand and take care of you know your bodies. Especially if you've gotten a warning, and because I was watching a segment on the news where a lady, she had to be referred to a specialist, and she refused to go. She didn't go, and years later she paid the price, um, with having to go through dialysis, having to do all those things that could have prevented her from, not saying it could have prevented her completely from going through what she went through, but it could have slowed the progression down of whatever she's facing, or faced, you know. And I just want to do right, Like I said, when next Thursday come, that appointment, I know my nerves may be all over the place, but I can't think like that. I just have to go in there, do what I have to do, and praying that the diagnosis is nothing um, that can't be fixed, if that makes sense. So yeah, I am trying to get myself together. Healthy body, healthy mind, healthy soul, just healthy. And I'm not saying I'm going to be 100% on it, but I'm going to come darn close to it. I'm going to, I'm fighting for my health, Um, I just, yeah. So I hope this message has reached someone. I'm just sharing this because it's, been on my heart to share. I didn't want to share it, not because I was trying to hide anything, but some things I just don't feel comfortable sharing on the internet, you know. Um, but I think those who are listening and hear what I'm saying, you know, um, I just hey, I want to do right. I want to do better. Everybody's got some things that they're dealing with, and hey, we could either just not deal with them or deal with them. And I want to deal with them. I want to, do better. Um, my mind, I don't want to, I don't want any negativity around me. I don't want to, deal with any of that. And I know it's kind of hard to not deal with negativity because it's everywhere nowadays. It's everywhere, But I try to be as positive as I can. Even with this that I'm going through, I've tried to be positive. Think positive. Like I said, I had to stop. I had to stop Googling symptoms. I had to stop just looking at different uh, articles about people who are dealing with things like kidney problems. Hey Tariq, welcome in. How are you? I'm well. you may have to watch the replay. I was just telling everyone that I have been referred to a nephrologist that is a doctor who specializes in kidney issues. So yeah, and I'm just trying to do better. You know, whatever the results are, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to, eat better, incorporate different things in my life, and take out things. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I hope you feel better. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just have to see a specialist. I mean, as far as I feel fine, but you can have silent symptoms and not even know it. I feel fine. I don't feel tired or sick or anything. You know, I've been trying to get my rest. I've been trying to take out things that shouldn't be in my life. On my brain. Trying to kick out the negative. And I'll admit it's hard. A lot of things. And I haven't made a whole lot of. I guess I have made a whole lot of changes, but not so much to where when I go to the doctor that it won't show up on whatever test they give me, because like I said, I've made some changes. Um, I'm drinking more water, more than and that's the funny thing. I drink water, but I guess it wasn't enough when it showed up on the exam. My creatinine level was high. My A1C level was kind of up there, not to the point where um, I should be alarmed, but it was up there. So I'm trying to bring those levels back to normal. Because, like I said, prior to me going to the doctor and everything, my results were fine. I don't know what took place in that length of time for me to, my pressure to be up. I know I was stressing with a lot of stuff, going on in my family. I was stressing. I was, you know, um, just taking on everybody else's problems and not really focusing on mine. I was giving everybody else my attention, but I wasn't giving myself the attention that I needed, the attention that my body needed, resting, focusing, just eating better, And it's easy when you're, because I don't know, too many people may not know, I am a caregiver. And it's like you can be so focused on taking care of everyone else to you kind of forget to take care of yourself. You kind of leave yourself out there just hanging, so to speak. And that's what I was doing. I was paying attention to everyone else, making sure everyone else had and did, but what about me? I put myself, and part of that is my fault. I put myself back here so I can attend to everything up here, if that makes sense, you know? So now I'm not going to say I'm paying for it. I'm not going to say that I'm paying the costs to be the boss. I'm just saying I have caused or, myself to be in a situation that I don't wish on anyone to be in, you know? Um, I'm praying that my results are good. I'm claiming that they're good. I'm not claiming anything bad. I'm not claiming um, anything negative. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing, continue to cut out what needs to be cut out and incorporate what needs to be incorporated, you know? So yeah, that's, pretty much what I've been dealing with these last couple of months. I was referred to a nephrologist. I couldn't get that appointment until November of next week. So I've been anticipating it and anticipating it. Not to the point where I was nervous, but to the point where I know, oh God, what is the doctor going to say? But only God knows what he's going to say. Not me, not anyone else, only God. So with that being said, does anyone have any questions or any comments or talk about anything pertaining to this subject? You know, um, healthy body, healthy mind, healthy soul, just healthy all over overall. And that's the goal that's what I'm aiming for. You know, I'm not saying I'm going to be skinny. I'm not saying I'm going to be this, you know, I never aim or strive to be perfect because there's no one perfect but the good Lord. And I don't want to take those credits or anything because I am not perfect. I know I have a lot of work to do. I know that the little things that I have been doing um, have been helping. And I know that I have a long way to go. You know, I have a long way to go to get where I need to be. Um, you know, like I said, I've done some work. I've been doing my work. I haven't been letting things just go. I've been doing my work. I've been watching trying to watch my calories, my sodium intake. Like I said, I don't cook with salt. I don't, you know, most foods already have sodium in them, you know. So, and I've cut out a lot of processed foods. I don't eat a lot of processed foods because that contains not only calories but a lot of sodium, and that is not good for our bodies. Period. You know, but like I said, that's just for me. I'm just talking about me. I mean, I'm not telling anyone to stop eating or eat. You know, I would encourage you to eat better if that's what you want. But I mean, I can't. I'm just speaking for me. I'm speaking, for me. I've incorporated more fruit and vegetables. You do have to watch out for a lot of things, because a lot of foods, even fruit, or even have a lot of you know some fruit I didn't know, and some things I didn't know have a lot of sodium. So you have to be careful with your sodium intake, your potassium, um, which my potassium wasn't high or anything, but I'm still trying to eat better. Take out what I don't need. Because you know we don't need a lot of salt. At least I don't. I mean, being that I do suffer with hypertension, high blood pressure, however you want to classify it. But so yeah, we just have to be careful with, you know, um, and I don't eat a lot of fried foods. Like I said, I've cut out fast food, cut out soda. I am not, you know, missing soda, because I would easily, every day or every other day. I wasn't drinking like 4 or 5 a day, but I was drinking my fair amount of Dr. Pepper, Coca Cola, Sprite, ginger ale, which I don't know. I don't think ginger ale is considered a soda. Hey, Marlene, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Happy Thursday. Like I said, I don't think that that is considered a soda, but hey, I've cut all that out. I've cut all that out. I may have a tea every now and then. I don't drink coffee. Not that I'm not even knocking coffee. It's just that coffee doesn't agree with my stomach at all. I've drank coffee twice in my life, and both those times, the first time uh, the second time it really did a number on me. So I don't mess with coffee. Um, you know, like I said, I've incorporated things that I didn't particularly like oatmeal. Um, and like I said, the not the prepackaged, because the packaged oatmeal, they have a lot of sodium in it. I'm sticking with the overnight, not the overnight oats, but the quick oats. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you. Like I said, I didn't particularly care for broccoli. Don't ask me why, but I'm on that kick. I'm trying to um, you know, I'm trying to just get in my mind that, hey, those, that's, it's not that bad. You can, stomach it, but yeah, I don't eat a whole lot of red meat. I'm on the same journey trying to get help. Yes, it's challenging at times, but it's well worth it. Because like I said, when I find out from this appointment that I have next week what's going on, I can go further and work harder. You know, and I'm not even claiming anything bad. I'm just, yes, we got this. I am trying. I know one may say you should have done this. It shouldn't have taken this to get you uh, in the situation. Well, sometimes, like my mom used to say, sometimes you need a little push. You need a little. Well, she would say something else, but I'm not going to go there because it is a curse word, and I am not trying to get, you know. But yeah, so I am on this journey. So many of us are, whether it be something that they have that a doctor told them to do or whatever. We got this. Um, is it easy? Oh no, it's not. Are there temptations? Yes, but I can honestly say, and I'm so proud of myself, I have not been tempted to drink a soda at all, and that's big, you know, because I know a lot of people like flavor. I mean, we have to go through things to wake up. Exactly. I'm no longer napping. I'm up. I'm woke. It's up and it's stuck. I want to do better. Um, I want to be. Thank you. I'm proud of you as well, Marlene, on your journey. Uh, like I said, it took me a while to get in my head that I was going to share this with anybody on here. I was going to keep it to myself and just and I've been watching a lot of different content creators, the ones who exercise and cook healthy, and I've been inspired by a lot of creators on here, um, whether it be exercise or how they cook their foods, and I want to do better. And like I said, I'm a believer, and I know that whatever is going on with my body, it's in God's hands. I can't change it. I can do better. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can do better, and I am doing better. I'm absolutely, oh, you cut out bread. I am almost there with the bread, the carbs. I'm almost there. I don't eat as much. I may have a sandwich here and there, but I don't eat as much. Um, you know, um, what is it? I saw some bread, but that bread is too expensive. I saw some bread, the keto bread, but that bread is too expensive. Um, and you know, well, everything is expensive these days, but I am, I'm on this journey. I'm cutting out a lot of things, including a lot of things. Like I said, with Thanksgiving coming up, I am, I'm looking forward to it because I know that I can resist temptation. I love cheesecake. I love cheesecake. I can't tell you how long it's been since I've had cheesecake. You know, that's how long it's been. I don't, I'm, how can I say it? I've lost that urge to just want to eat cheesecake. I love cheesecake, and I know they make you can eat a healthier version, but it no longer does it for me. You can have a cheesecake in front of me and I probably wouldn't even, you know, eat it or want to eat it. Like I said, I have sweets here and there, but I'm making sure it's not over the top. I'm making sure I'm not overdoing it, or I'm making sure that it's one and done. I'm not constantly going back getting, how we can get the urge to constantly go back and get that last cookie. We need that cookie. We need that cookie. When those cookies are gone, you're like, oh, I ate the whole pack. So yeah, I am definitely trying to do better. You know, I've included exercise. And I mean, not that I didn't exercise, but I wasn't consistent with it. I'm consistent with it. No, I don't go every day, but the days that I don't go, I do my little exercise at home, you know. I can easily turn on on the remote, turn on something where they're exercising or some music and just, hey, do my little, I'm taking it back old school, how we used to do in middle school, elementary school. We used to do arm rotation, jumping jacks, all those little things that, you know. So I say that to say, um, I'm on this journey, and I'm praying for good results. I walk every day now. That's what I can do right now. Yes, I am going to start keeping a, how can I say it, walking daily, keeping that consistent. I haven't got there where I do it every day, but I'm getting there, just, things like that, squats, just things, like that. I don't have a personal trainer or anything like that. But I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna like I said, I'm not trying to be like thin or whatever. I am trying to get in better shape, you know. I am trying to lessen whatever is going on in my body, um, you know, from progressing. And I'm not claiming anything going on, but um, when you have to see a specialist, you are kind of, what's going on, what's going on, you know. Um, but yes, so if no one has any questions or have anything to add to this message, I am going to wait a few minutes and then I'm going to end the live. I just wanted to, like I said, it took a lot for me to convince myself to share what's been going on with me. Um, you know, I've been um, keeping that part of me to myself because, just like, especially on social media, when you share certain things, people can kind of like twist it, and you're like, well, why did I even share this? But I'm sharing it. It's out there. Whoever is going to watch it, watch the replay. I appreciate each and every one of you who are in here, who are listening, who will catch the replay. I will let guys know how the appointment goes next week, next Thursday. I hope you guys are well, and um, you know, say a little prayer for me. Um, you know. So with that being said, good night. People will. Oh, I didn't read that message. I'm so sorry. People will troll you for things, but your supporters are proud of you. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you. So with that, I'm going to say good night. Thank you, Marlene, for coming in. Let me see. Tyreek, thank you. Cowgirl and Sincere Rose, I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you came in, you liked live on your way out. I appreciate you. God bless. Peace.